we were starting this church, and Stu and I were just reminiscing about meeting in the Norquist basement, and we've got a relative of the Norquist family here, and we just today, but here it was for we're starting this church. Now, when we're starting a church, we don't know what God is going to do, but we know that we're going to take the message of Jesus out there. And that's what we're about as a church. And God has done amazing things in our church as he has in countless others. And we've had our share, maybe more than our share, of difficulties and struggles and challenges along the way. But God does a great work through the church. So in no way am I minimizing the priority of the gospel. But regarding Bob, the seminary student, I shared with him, Bob, let me tell you of 4 or 5 instances in the last few weeks where my involvement in the pro-life movement has allowed me to share the gospel with people I otherwise would not have met, whether at abortion clinics or at other gatherings that I was at. And so then I said, so Bob, how many people have you been sharing the gospel with, like, say, in the last month? He says, I got to be honest, since I came to seminary, I have been so busy. I've had so much homework. Okay, so Bob, what you're actually telling me is you can't be distracted from fulfilling the Great Commission because you're not doing it in the first place. Is that, and he says, well, I used to, and I go, well, that's great. But now you're being critical because pro-life work distracts us from the gospel. But guess who we get to engage with when we do pro-life work? People who need to hear the gospel. People who need to know Jesus. And so we don't just speak up on behalf of unborn children and other needy people. And I shouldn't even use the term just, because that's not a small thing. But in addition to doing that very important thing, we also share the gospel of Jesus. And to do that, we've got to have an audience with him. We have to connect with